Growing up, I thought the word fellowship was something that just old people did. You got together with a potluck dinner, and it was just something that was an old and outdated word. As I grew in my faith, I began to understand that the word fellowship was a unique word that defined the early church. And ultimately, it's a unique word that defines us here. The word in Greek is koinonia. This word means to be jointed together, or to participate together, or intimate participation. That as we are connected to Christ, we are then connected to each other. Fellowship is what defines the church, living life together. As we all know, COVID has cut into our koinonia, right? We are told to stay in our homes. Church shut down for a period of months. And let's be honest, Sunday mornings are a lot different than what they've looked like. But we want to take steps to re-engage into fellowship. We want to take steps safely to try to gather together again on Sunday mornings in a couple different ways. Now, I understand that maybe you're staying home for health purposes, and you need to do that. But for others who feel comfortable and feel safe, we want to present you with some ideas or some vision for us to gather together again on Sunday mornings. Fellowship is what defines us. And so here's how we're going to do it, and here's how we're going to do it safely. Oh, hey, come and join me. Maybe you've been staying home during these days, and maybe one of the ways you can have fellowship, if you feel comfortable, is to invite someone over to your house to watch the morning service at 9:30 with you. This is a great way. You can create a safe environment. Maybe there's people you're already hanging out with outside of church on Sunday mornings. Maybe it's a Sunday morning, you already know you're going to stay home. Invite someone over to your house with you. After the service, maybe you can have lunch together, or during the service, you can have coffee, you can talk about it afterwards. This is one of the ways we can have fellowship. We want to encourage you that when you stay home, it's okay. And if you're able, invite someone into your house with you. So you want to join me? Come on, join me. The other way we want to encourage fellowship, invite someone out to a restaurant following the service that you attend. Maybe it's someone you haven't gathered with in a while. Maybe it's someone just to connect with. Go grab a bite to eat after service, or go grab a coffee together someplace. This is another great way to have fellowship together, with restaurants creating safe environments. We encourage you to do that. I know this past Sunday, Pastor John and my brother Jordan, they went to a place called Priscilla's, and they didn't even invite me. But you? Who can you invite out for lunch or a coffee following the morning service? The last way we want to re-engage with fellowship is downstairs here in between services. Following the 9:30 service and before the 11 o'clock service starts, we're going to have coffee down here. So about 10:25, 10:30, if you're coming to the 11 o'clock service, you can show up early, or if not, after the 9:30 service, you can stay. Come downstairs. Trying to create the safest environment we can. Thinking about it like a diner or a restaurant. We're going to have one person over here who is serving the coffee. Gloves, mask on. You come and get your coffee. We have individual creamers. Any French vanilla fans? Any caramel macchiato fans? I'm just a regular half and half guy. We have those. We're going to have individual sugar. You can do your coffee. And then over here, again, like a restaurant, we have tables and chairs set out. Once you get to your table, you can take your mask off. Maybe you need to add a chair. Maybe there's people you're already hanging out with outside of service. But if you're up standing around, hanging out, you can have your mask on. But to drink your coffee, go find a spot, sit down, and you can fellowship with those who you can. Over here on the TV, we're going to try something different as well. If you are a part of the BRAC Facebook group, we are going to have what's called a Facebook room. Works similar to Zoom. You'll be up on the screen here. We'll have a camera so you can see into the room, and people can come and talk to you on the screen as well. And that's another way we can have fellowship together. I'm so encouraged about where God's taking us in these days as we look to re-engage with Koinonia, fellowship, what defines the church. We're trying to do this in safe ways, and I encourage you to join us. Those are the three ways we're going to re-engage with Koinonia. We want you to be connected. As we are connected to Christ, we are connected to each other. Now, I understand for some, this isn't a step you can take yet, and that's okay. For others, there are steps you can take, and I'm encouraging you to do so. And for others, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you because the Christian life is not something we do alone. We need to be doing this together. Here's 3 ways that we can do it. It's not something where we're going to have a list out and we're going to program this. It's something where we're saying, how can you engage and be connected to one another? Whether it's inviting someone into your home, whether it's going out to a restaurant, whether it's in between services here at Rome Alliance Church.